Hello, welcome back to Math, 5th graders. Today we're going to continue on working with decimals. Today we are going to be subtracting decimals. So go ahead and write the problems out, press pause, and get that all written down. All right, now that you should have it all written down, just like yesterday, we need to line up the decimals. So today I already wrote the numbers out, so you're not looking at me writing all these numbers down. But keep in mind that again, we have to line up these decimals. You see, I lined them up on this line. Always line up the decimals. And it's very important now today, since we're doing subtracting, that you need to write this number on top. The first number written always goes on top because it's the bigger number. And then we're subtracting the smaller number. So 49 is bigger than 7. So this first number is always first. And it goes that way for every single problem. 24 is bigger than 8, so 24 is on top. This is first. This number is written first, so it goes on top. This one is second, goes on bottom. Over here, this number is written first, so it goes on top, and then this one is on the bottom. Also, another thing that we need to go over. Yesterday, we just had the empty spots. You see that empty spot here? And I said that's nothing or 0. So today we're going to make sure we fill all our empty spots with zeros. So let's get started. 49.59 minus 7.9. And there's an empty spot here, so I'm just going to fill it with a 0. So 9 minus 0 is 9. 5 minus 9. We can't take 9 away from 5 because there's not enough. So this is the rule where you should know how to carry. This is something you should have been learning the past couple years. So if you forgot how to carry, what you need to do is go to the next number here. You're going to cross it out, lower it 1, so it's going to turn to an 8, and then add your 1 here. So our new number is now 15. So 15 minus 9 is 6. I'm going to bring down my decimal. 8 minus 7 is 1. 4, forgot to add a 0. Minus 0 is 4. So our answer is 41 and 69 hundredths, or 41.69. So remember, in IXL, you're going to be writing this number first, 9614. So don't forget, you're going to need your paper and pencil while you're working on your IXL. So write it down, answer it first, and then put it in. Unless you're super confident with your adding and subtracting. All right, here's our next one. So if you take a look here, we see an empty spot. So we need to fill that with what number? If you said 0, you are correct. 0. So can we take 7 away from 0? Nope, we can't do that. So we need to borrow. Borrow from the next number over, the 6. We need to borrow 1. So we take away 1 and it turns to a 5. We put the 1 in front of the 10. In front of the 0, which makes it a 10. So 10 minus 7 is 3. We can now do that operation. 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. Bring down your decimal. 8 minus 4. We can't take 8 away from 4 because there's not enough. So again, we need to go to the next number and borrow. This changes to a 1 and put a 1 right here. So 14 minus 8 is 6. 2 minus, forgot to fill that, 0 is 1. So our answer is 16 and 33 hundredths. I hope this is making sense. It's just adding and subtracting and lining up the decimals. That's all we're doing. So here we have 2 empty spots, here and here. So we need to fill those spots with zeros. All right, so this one's going to try to be a little tricky because you can't borrow, because we have to take 5 away from 0, but we can't do that. We usually borrow from the next number, but that number is also 0, so we can't borrow from that. So we need to go to the next one and borrow. So we're going to cross this one out, take 1 away from it, so it's going to now change to 7. And now this number is going to be a 10. So now can we borrow from this number? Yes, we can, because the new number is 10. So if we're going to borrow 1 from 10, it's going to change to 9. And now we can put our 1 there. So now we can subtract 10 minus 5. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 6 is 3. 7 minus 7 is 0. Bring down our decimal. 6 minus 2 is 4. 5 minus nothing, or we can put a 0 there, is 5. So our answer is 54 and 35 thousandths. That is our answer. So in IXL, you would put 53045. And our last problem. So again, fill in the spots, the empty spots with 0. And now look, 8. Let's take away 8 from 0. We can't do that, so we need to borrow from the 9. We're going to borrow 1. We take 1 away, it changes to an 8. And our 1 comes here, so our new number is 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. 8 minus 3 is 5. 2 minus 0 is 2. Bring down the decimal. 8. Take away 8 from 5. We can't do that because there's too many. So we need to borrow from this number here. So the 6 changes to a 5, and we put our 1 in front of there. So now our new number is 15. 15 minus 8 is 7. And then 5 minus 2 is 3. So our answer is 37 and 256 thousandths. That is your answer. If you have any questions, please let me know. But this is what you will be doing in IXL today. Goodbye.